Welcome back. May marks Mental Health Awareness Month, and earlier in the show we shared how some Americans rated their mental health as average or low.
So this month gives an opportunity to talk about mental health and ways to improve it. Joining us this morning to talk more about why mental health is so important to us and to the people who struggle with it and what we can do to help is Dr. Brian Curtis. Dr. Curtis, thanks for being here today.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
So first and foremost, why is mental health so important?
Yeah, I think 1 in 5 people struggle with mental health, and so it's pretty pervasive to it. And there's a huge stigma around having mental health, and really the big push is to remove that. And we've talked over the last couple of years with COVID, our concern about mental health, and really we're starting to kind of see the front wave of that piece. And so 20%. So everybody around here has struggled with it at some point in time.
Well, how do people start the conversation with themselves, friends, or family?
Yeah, I think the first piece is really to say it's okay not to be okay. I mean, and really starting with that piece of, where it was, pull yourself up by your bootstraps and, push through and stuff like that. And really that's not okay, and so, and then, being there for somebody, listening to somebody and allowing them to talk to you, allowing them to finish, that's the first piece is to reach out or to be available to somebody.
And what kind of impact can mental health have on relationships or even work?
Yeah, so a recent study was showing that about 25% of people had quit a job because of mental health reason, and another 20% had considered doing it. And then about 80% of people have taken a mental health day, and then they feel guilty because they take a mental health day. And so that's a huge piece, of impact into our economy. It's an impact into their lives. We have, inflation now, which makes budgets tighter, and so that has a huge impact. Then it impacts their health, impacts their personal relationships, and it kind of can get into a vicious cycle where everything is starting to feed off another. And so really it's important to try to break that cycle and really reach out. And if you know somebody that's struggling, ask them, are you okay?
Yeah. Well, what are some other ways maybe that we can help break this stigma around mental health? You just mentioned a great way, asking somebody if they're okay, being vocal with somebody.
Yeah, and the other piece is, we do so much about scheduling our day, and so you guys scheduled your day to get here far earlier than I ever would want to. My day's scheduled both in my personal life and my work life, but I don't have any time in my schedule for me. And so there's not 30 minutes in there for Brian. And so, that's really what people need to do. They need to really schedule within their day me time. And do something that you want. And it could be calling your mom or calling a friend, reading a book, taking a walk, doing something that you want to do within your day that really allows you to reset and take a pause.
And are there ways to improve our mental health besides, taking some me time away?
Yeah, the big piece is if you're really struggling is to reach out. Reach out to your physician, your advanced practice provider, a mental health professional, a counselor. You guys were talking on the show about the 988 number that's coming out. That's a text, call, or chat feature that is manned by certified counselors, so it's a lifeline. And so there is a ton of resources that people can take advantage of. You really just need to reach out. And then if somebody reaches out to you, remember that's a confidential thing. This is not fodder for gossip, and really somebody has reached out to you for help. And then the other piece is to allow them to know that they can reach out again, that it's not a bother. If you need me, I'm here. And then really to circle back with them to check if they're okay.
That's good. I think we have about 30 seconds left. I want to talk about physical activity, exercise. How does that fit into this equation?
Yeah, physical activity is really good for people's mental health. There was a great study showing that people that took a walk outdoors in the woods actually improved their mental health significantly. So actually just getting out into nature, and we have tons of it here in the Peoria area, and the weather is maybe not tomorrow, but today is a beautiful day to do it. Mother's Day is coming up, really to kind of get outside. But yeah, it does wonders for people's mental health.
Very good. Well, Dr. Curtis, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Yes, happy Wednesday.
All right, and we will share this interview and information on our website, ciproud.com, and we'll be right back.